here we are. Can you present Rage for your fans?
Present Rage, yeah. Rage has changed the face a little bit now in the last year. We start now again with a new lineup. The main face is still me since 32 years. I'm the singer, bass player, main songwriter, founder of the band. And the new members unfortunately can't be here because we're actually at a sound check right now and I'm just taking off. The new members are Marcos Rodriguez on the guitar, coming from originally Venezuela, lives in Spain already since years, so he's now moving to Germany, so he's a new guitar player in the band. And the drummer is Mr. Vasilios Maniatopoulos, that's his real name, Greek guy. We call him Lucky, and he's basically he was firstly the manager of Rage, and meanwhile he became also the drummer. Both are old friends of mine since a long time, and we're having a fantastic time together being a band right now. We just recorded a new album last year.
So can you just tell us about the new album?
Yes.
Inspiration, who write the lyrics and who make the music?
The music was completely written by me and Marcus, the guitar player. I wrote, of course, like always, the lyrics. And the album coming out on the 10th of June. It's called The Devil Strikes Again. And the difference to the stuff I did in the years before with the previous lineup is basically we're getting more to the point with this new one. It's getting back to this kind of energy spirit that the band had already by the middle of the 90s with a big portion of thrashy elements. It's way more to the point of the songs, you know, it's more song focused and not so many show-off parts in the songs, you know. Still it's of course on a very high musical level, but we're concentrating more on the songs and on this kind of rough energy.
Can you just tell me about your influences, your first influences?
My very first influence, when I was a kid, the Beatles were my first influence.
That was my question, but you said first. Go on.
Yeah, I was really a kid back then, you know. Actually, I got into the Beatles by the end of the 60s. I was 4 years old or so, you know. My brother was listening to this, he was a bit older than me. And from this, I got into the early hard rock bands like Deep Purple and stuff, Black Sabbath. And this, of course, led then later, when I was becoming a teenager, to all this metal stuff that was coming on by the end of the 70s. I was a very big Motorhead fan, which was probably one of my earliest influences in metal. This was actually a time before the word heavy metal was used for this music, you know. At this time it was still hard rock.
Hard rock, yes.
And Motorhead were way more than hard rock. In the beginning, I know that in the magazines they were sort of like a punk band, you know. But this was also not true, you know. Motorhead was Motorhead, and I just liked this brutal sound, you know. And other influences, of course, were then for me very inspiring was the early Metallica stuff. Megadeth was a very big influence at the beginning also. This kind of stuff, and I still like this, you know. Nowadays, of course, I'm listening to more modern bands. I like Opeth, bands from Sweden, you know. I also like progressive rock and stuff, you know. But
like what?
Like I got into it with Dream Theater, but nowadays I like a lot of other bands like
Fates Warning and
stuff. Fates Warning I was also in, yeah. But with earlier albums, you know.
Okay.
Not the very last songs. But whatever, I'm pretty open to basically everything, and I still just recognize the Beatles in the last year again. Basically, every 5 years or so, you're coming back to this and you're just like re-listening to the stuff and like remembering, wow, it was great, you know. And it still is, you know. It's timeless shit, you know.
Yes. So, can we just talk about? Are you satisfied, or are you really happy? What have you done so far with Rage?
With the output from Rage?
Yeah.
I mean, Rage is a very creative band over the years. I think there's not so many bands that have that much albums out. The new one is already the 23rd album.
Yeah.
Which is pretty much, you know, almost 32 years, you know. So it looks like we had a big output, you know, and basically I'm still very proud about most of the stuff, you know.
So,
There's not so many single songs or so that
okay.
would change nowadays, you know. Of course,
Okay.
it's not everything is the same quality level, but in general, I think the output is pretty good.
Thank you.